Hello and welcome to Hobz is Solo Self-Found. Today we are in Plane of Time and we're going to start this. So the way this zone works is there is, 5 trials? So there's 5 trials that we have to do. We only have to enter in one. It'll put us in an instance. Inside that instance, we can do all of the trials. Now, there are the first 5 waves, right? And then we go to another circle in this. We'll see when you get in there. We'll do that and do that. So I'm going to break this Plane of Time up into, I think, 3, maybe 4 videos. But we'll go ahead and get started here. If you saw any of the other videos from these guys on the server, you know how it all works. Most likely, you do, the first wave of this stuff, and this becomes boring. So at this point, from this point on, after we do this video, you won't see Hobz do the first part of this anymore, because I'll pre-do it, so I don't have to pay attention at all or talk. I don't enjoy the first part. Now there is a way to skip it in the more recent parts. Where are we? Oh, I guess they changed it. This is different. Oh yeah, so they made it so okay. So this is where you give the guy to skip, right? So you can see here, this is different to me. So we're gonna start with the Undead trial. I like this one. So mobs will spawn right here in front of me on this little platform in this general area. We just gotta kill them. There's nothing smart about this. It's just kill, 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 win, 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 right? Now most of this stuff is just like pure melee. So I'm not going to dot as much, probably. Like, we're just going to see how this goes as we play through it, but effectively you kill the trash, you kill the boss, and then you're done with the trial, and then you do it again 5 times. And then, so you can see here, so that's these trials right here. And then right over here, I believe it is, you'll get a combination of these 2 trials spawning together. So it'll be, something earth and something what is that, water and fire. So you'll get something fire, something water, depending on what what it is in this area, plus a bunch of trash right here that you can skip because you can sneak past it all and go right here and kill the bosses, then run around here, kill the bosses, and so on and so on. And we'll see how it goes. Like, I don't have an instantaneous escape, right? That's on a short enough cooldown to, be something I would want to use a lot. But it is an option. We do have escape, 5-minute cooldown. We can feign death, but obviously that's a 2-minute wait for all the mobs to forget us. So something there. Once we kill the next tier, so once we kill these 5 trials here and then kill this tier, a bunch of mobs spawn down here. And then we kill them in waves. I believe there's like 8 to 10 bosses. You get 2 at a time, with a trash wave in between. Now, I truly don't know how far this character can make it in the Plane of Time. Based on like the way I've been playing, like I feel like he can survive just about anything. And it's just gonna, be a battle of attrition until everything's done. So, we'll see how that goes. We're fully self-buffed. I don't think we have any external buffs at the moment, so should be a nice little time here. But this wave isn't the most boring. This section is probably the most boring part of Plane of Time for me. I don't know how it is for other people. The people complain so much they added that skip in, so you can skip it on this server. And you get the skip item from the final 2 bosses here, which are 2 elemental, earth elemental looking guys, if I remember correctly. And I've gotten them before on my previous runs, but I always sold them to the vendor because they had no use back then. They were just like on live. The item that they're using here is for getting people into Plane of Time. It's like a catch-up mechanic. So it's kind of funny, but here we are. But it's not too bad. It's just mind numbing and boring. There was 11k, 10k double backstab. One of those was a crit too. Very nice. Now the cool thing about this is it's, you know, good experience. So skipping it, you lose out on the experience, but once you get over 3000 AA, there isn't a whole lot that I would even want to spend on, right? There's things that, like, if I was using a shield, definitely I would go for that, but I don't use a shield. I don't use a two-hander. Ligament slice, I don't really need it. Don't need to snare anything, so I haven't really wasted any points there. Dirty fighting. There was a bug with this one. I don't know if they fixed it or not, but stuff like that. So there's a lot of things like Call of the Wild. Why would I want to res anybody? You know, stuff like that. So this wave, you know, this final one we get the boss and two guards, right? So once we kill him, we're, you know, done with this wave. So we're gonna get him dotted up, we're gonna get him slowed, we're gonna get this one here dotted up. But as you can see, I'm not doing any extra healing and I'm not taking any real damage. So definitely something, you know, to consider when you're playing this, right? There we go, let's get him mallow, let's get him dotted up. He's gonna have slightly more hit points. This is the first trial. These trials are designed, I don't know how they're scaled here, but on live they're scaled so that your raid party can split up into sections, right? And then you meet up in the middle after you've killed this. So you, like, you know, 2 groups here, 2 groups there, 2 groups there kind of thing. And that's how it's designed, and I don't know if it's still how they do it in practice, you know, because it is timed on live. You have, I think, 30 or 40 minutes to do it, so it is what it is. Alright, so we got a bracer. So this bracer is pretty nice. The wrist guard of the keen vision, like if we take a look here, it's going to be a direct upgrade to this. It's going to give us, you know, some more resist when it gets legendary. Like, let's look at the legendary version here. And maybe we'll get one today. Maybe we'll get 4 of these ones. Here's a legendary one right there. So, you know, it's pretty equivalent, like, stat-wise there, but we're going to get a little bit more. It's a nice little bonus upgrade there. And I do have a blocking gem in here, so it's a little AC's a little different, but for the most part, it should be an overall upgrade when we figure out how to, if we get another one or not. Alright, so we can come out here. We can pick the next trial. I really, you know, really doesn't matter which one we go to. We can go up here to Earth. They're all pretty easy. Same mechanics the whole way through, right? It's just kill trash, kill a boss, right? The Earth one, you know, they all have different style mechanics, right? The Earth one here, it is interesting because you don't want to just burn them all down, right? You want to kind of kill these, not these ones. You want to kill the things that each of these spawn before you kill the next one. And then once you kill all of them, you get a boss, right? So it's a little different. And like, if I do it, like, you can AoE it down if you have a bard. Like, see these little blue ones here? Yeah, these are the ones I want to kill right now. Just because, you know, we're going to be dealing with a lot of mobs, because each one of these even con ones will split. There we go. Perfect. And you see, we're taking a little bit of damage, like it's nothing I would even be concerned about. I'm gonna go ahead and slow these other 2 though. This one here. Let's get him slowed. There we go. Perfect. He's slowed. I threw epic on him. Let's throw epic on this guy. Throw epic on this guy, maybe. There we go. And just fight him down. Nothing too big. I'm doing Key of Strike as soon as it's available, just because that is a nice little bonus to our damage. And, you know, we're mostly doing melee damage right now. Like, spell damage is only doing so much with these things. So there's one of them down. So we're just gonna kill another one. And I think once you kill 10 of the little ones total, I think it's 10 or it's 9. You get what you call it. You get the boss, and then you got to fight all the ads with the boss too. So it's just a matter of killing everything. But overall, it's not. I would not imagine anybody that can get 2 playing at a time would have a problem with anything until Ralisek. I think Agnar, like in my first run, I think Agnar and Ralisek from Tactics were significantly harder than what we're dealing with in time until, you know, until you get geared enough to outgear it, right? That's kind of like how this game works, really. Things are hard until you outgear it. There we go. One more of these left. Alright, I think he is good. Let's go ahead and start dotting up this one. Oh, killed that one first. Alright, let's get... Where's the little one? Where's he at? There we go. Alright, let's get this one slowed. Oh, there's the boss. We killed enough of them. Let's get him slowed. Come on, give me slow. There we go. Pull this Mallow. Let's get Malocini on him. Perfect. There's slow. Let's get dots on here. And we'll keep the, like, I don't think there's ads that spawn, if I recall right. I think you just have to deal with what, you know, what you already had alive. So I don't think we'll have to deal with anything else there, but I'm gonna start, you know, dotting these guys up so we can kill them. There we go. But as you can see, not too hard. And then each of these bosses, all 5 of them, give an opportunity for loot. So it's kind of nice there. And one more. Alright. Perfect. Everything's recording good. Everything is going fantastic. This one's down, and that's all of them. And we got a pulsing hoop, or pulsing emerald earring, which, let's look at the legendary on that. I'm not 100% sure. So 24 spell damage with some nice stats. We take a look at what we're wearing now. 1, it's better than this. Right here. What about this one? This one's 35 spell damage. This one's from VP. I only did VP like once on this character. No, never mind. It's 30 spell damage plus 5 from the AUG. So it could replace that if we get, you know, if we want to level that up. But I don't know where we're going to be on leveling stuff up because I'm still leveling up my sword. So it's going to take a little while. Alright, so Earth is done, Undead is done, we're going to go to Air. Now, Air is about the same thing as Earth, in all honesty. But instead of Earth Elementals, you get, I believe it's Phoenixes. So, we'll see how this goes. We still have our 2 summoned pets, there we go, there's the nobles. But I think the Air trial here, I have to kill all 4 before I get the next wave. So it's a little different. But as you can see, these things are just melting. Now what I'm going to do real quick, I don't know how useful this will be. I'm going to try to grab Infectious Cloud. I'm not going to be able to grab that. That is our only AoE. So, you know, kind of want to try that. Wait, do we have an AoE nuke? Tears of Siren. We do. Let me try this thing here. I've never used it, even on live. I've never put any effort into AoE on a shaman. Alright, let's slow him, and then I think we can get it off in between. Oh yeah. Perfect. It's got a, 15, 20 second recast on it, so... now this should be affected, so this creates rain of poison, 650 damage, small range around us. It's not a point blank AoE, so let's see how many targets this actually hits. Alright, so we got 4 plus the boss here. So let's slow that guy and let's throw this out. See how much damage this does. Alright, I took 800 damage. And it doesn't look like anybody took any damage. Demon of Air, let's get him slowed. He has an damage shield on him. Really? Alright, it's hard to get off. $2,800. Not bad. Alright, so let's do this. Let's dot him up. I think that's going to be the smartest play right now. I'll probably switch this to the AoE dot. I don't think this is going to be that great of a spell. In all honesty, wow. He just got melted. Let's go ahead and pop that on there. Boom. Failed. Yeah, they're resisting it. So that's not fun. Not fun. Let's just try the dot. Because that one, I think, does more damage, in all honesty, because it's a dot. Oh god, we animated the boss. There we go, we got that up. Now if we do Infectious Cloud, right, just on this one guy. 1200. Plus it'll proc Shaman Curse on everybody. Very nice, right? Maybe we can get this guy burned down. And one more. I had both the bosses as pets. That's funny. Alright, we got flowers. We got a smooth onyx torque, which is a neck item. Which, I mean, 18, it's not gonna be, it's gonna be slightly more stats there. But, I mean, 41 attack, it's really hard to say I could give that up and, resist. So this is like a, a lifetime piece. I don't know I don't know what's gonna replace it. But there we go. We got the earth, air, undead. Now we can go do water. So just a matter of running down here and getting that one knocked out. Now water and fire, I don't remember them being difficult at all, but I mean, truly none of these are actually hard, right? It's just a matter of being able to sustain, and luckily this build is like pure sustain. Like Shadow Knight is a crazy sustain, so it's gonna be fun. Yeah, here we go. It's water. Alright, looks like we fight everything at once, I guess. I don't know. I can't remember. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and try to curse this guy. They all resisted. Alright. Oh, there's some more ads. Alright, perfect. Let's try to get these guys all totted up. Yeah, this is starting to get a little crazy. Taking some damage now. Oh my god, let me the macro is strong. I'll just leech curse so I can figure myself out here. Let's go into life tap mode here. Now, there you go. There's a lesson learned right there. Don't DPS the water guy down too fast. Alright. Oh, we killed him. Oh, wow. Can we AoE you guys? Where's this guy at? Alright, let's get him down. Now, I'm not using my pets because they just cause more issues than I'd like. But ideally, I'd like to be able to use my pets. It's kind of unfortunate that I can't. Because they provide some useful procs to me, so if we hit something too hard, I might have to bring them out. All right, we get another neck, same one, just not enchanted. That was pretty easy, not too bad. Did get a little low. We did have the leech curse, or leech touch, so it's not too bad. We'll save this. We might be able to like combine these together and upgrade them or something. Alright, we're gonna try to get all these guys slowed. I'm gonna throw disease on everybody here. Doesn't look like it landed. For some reason, the AoE disease is like a super long cast. Alright, so these ones split, so you don't want to actually murder them too fast. At least I think that's how this is going to work. Infectious cloud. I mean, that's just going to keep that disease rolling on everybody, so that's kind of nice. Just make sure you slow everything you can as I only slow the AoE, the AA, so just make sure that's, taken care of. Everybody gets slowed, everybody gets cursed. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot of mobs hitting you really quick. 15k crit, nice. See if we get curse on these guys. Don't think that landed. Some 2k hits there. Not too bad, not too bad. Critical dots. That's so crazy. How much damage those do. Alright, we're at 22% on the sword, which will be a nice little upgrade. Granted, we don't get anything better by the time, it's almost upgraded. Okay, so, like, loot-wise here, I don't remember who drops it, but there's, in-game weapons, right? I know Enric drops the dagger, which is going to be our, new offhand to replace Bloodbath. But there is a Shadow Knight one-handed blunt that I would like to main hand. I think that's going to be pretty nice. So, if we can get that, that'd be crazy good. All right, another boss. He's just resisting everything. He's got, he's got ads. Luckily, I didn't actually land a single dot on it. I think of one more dot on here. Let's get that on there. Perfect. Alright, let's switch back. There's another one. Let's get the ad dotted up, and we should be fine. I don't think I slowed the boss, so I want to get that done as soon as possible. Resisted slow. Alright. It's fun. Is he just like totally resistant to everything? Alright, yeah, at least some stuff lands on him, I guess. Let's get the ads, knock them down. There's a few ads here now. Let's see here. Can we infectious cloud this guy? I mean, they're all stacked on each other if I can land it. There we go. Alright, boss is dead. Oh gosh. Alright, so now you can see here in the next phase, right here, there's all these ads right there. So if we go next to this door, we'll get attacked. I believe these little ones right here are from that. So we just need to kill this. What I'll do is I'll try to sneak, and we'll just try to kill the bosses if we can, to avoid the trash. Seems to be a theme we are doing in this one, so we're going to skip all the trash we can, because the next ring event here, there's no skipping any of that. There we go. But I mean, we're getting A's, so it's not too bad. Let's see here, ancestral aid. Let's throw a point at that. Some of these A's I just never use, even though we have them, because we don't take enough damage. But I feel like we're gonna start taking more damage very, very soon. All right, what do we get here? We got the Mask of Conceptual Energy, which is increase fire direct damage by 300%. Holy crap. That's insane. What's the... Oh, jeez. Legendary is like 3,500. That's a nice, 40 heal amount spell damage. Too bad we don't do anything with fire damage. So, there we go. Alright, let's hide. And then we're going to walk through here. And here's the bosses, right? These two guys right here. So we're going to go through this door. Now, I don't want to target anything until these little swarm pets get through that door. There we go. They're through the door. We're going to grab that guy. Because for some reason, targeting stuff makes the pets go attack it. I don't know why, but it is currently how everything is working, and I truly don't like it. Like, it just doesn't make sense. They also seem to keep you in combat, so you can't get out of combat when you have them, or you've ever summoned them. It's just so weird. Kill every single mob in the zone, you still can't leave because you're in combat for some reason. Go. So these are the bosses, right? We're skipping the trash and just killing the bosses here, which it speeds this up significantly, but it is still time. Now, if you are a paladin, this is pretty easy to do because you can slay undead the entire undead trial in like a single rampage if you have berserker. And then when you're doing the trials down here, you slay undead the boss. The stuff there, it just dies so fast. Nothing, I believe, can be slayed undead. None of the like actual 8 bosses, but the ads can be slayed in some of them. So what do we get here? We got a griddle of restoration and a tiny jade ring. which, I mean, could be nice. I'd have to look at those to be, you know, a little bit more sure. They're not like legendary, so they kind of lose a little bit of value to me. Alright, so we're gonna go right over here. Target this guy and run backwards. Now, this one I usually get a lot more ads than I would like, but I'm not even worried right now. Let's get him done up fully. Alright, he's pretty much toast. And we'll just move to the next one. Now, I believe he summons these guardians. I can't remember. Somebody does. So, you know, something we have to deal with there. But I'm just killing all the ads now at this point. So we should be able to sustain enough from, you know, what we're doing right here. Along with our backstab riposts that we are doing to every mob as it hits us, and we ripost. So it's a nice little extra damage there. So face tanking a lot of mobs is, you know, not too bad at times. We got 4 summoned ads now, so it's... Oh my god, we got the boss as a pet. I wish they did more damage. That'd be kind of nice to see, you know, them chunking down stuff for like the 30 seconds they're alive, but they don't really do anything. If anything, it's just flare that's annoying. At least that's what I've seen. I have damage off. Let's see here. 80s. I mean, that's nothing. They're just a constant stream of 49s and 80s. So definitely, probably not the best. And there we go. So that one's pretty easy. And then for the next one, we can just pull both of those at the same time. And shouldn't have any problem there. What did we get? We got a Veil of Warmth, which is okay. It doesn't really do anything for us. I'd have to see like the spell damage on that on the legendary to see if it's, you know, worth even using, but I'm sure it's fine. Perfect. Now we just kill these guys. They're like, I'm really not even paying attention. That's how well this is going. He's slowed. And I don't know why that pet is like running off. He might be feared. I noticed like when I go to, you know, sleeper, right? Sometimes I will resurrect the warders and they will follow me into combat, and then the caravan will fear them. All right, we got a legendary cloak of ferocity. What the hell is that? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Look at that. That is a nice cloak. What are we wearing? What is this? This is 5, so this is 40, and this is 36. That is disappointing. Still a nice cloak. Oof. Nice drop. Save that one. And we got a normal one. Alright, so all that's done. Now, if we die, we do have to run back. We'll probably run through, you know, I don't know which one it sends us through, but we might, you know, have to run through here, and I can stealth through it, so, you know, if you die, you might have to clear some more. Now, this is the next one. This is a wave, right? This is a full wave of mobs, right? We gotta fight, you know, what is that, 8 mobs at once, and then 2 bosses, right? And then that goes for, you know, 2, 4, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 waves. This is like ridiculous. 8 waves, I guess, if you count this one. So this is where I might, you know, start feeling the pain. I'm not 100% sure yet how bad this is going to be. But as you can see, it's a lot of mobs for us to tank, right? We're at torpor. Now I'm switching my target to slow all these guys and dot them up as I can. Like it's starting to take a little bit more damage there. These life tabs are doing absolutely nothing. What the hell? Oh my gosh. What the hell? There we go. Like, so these are going to be the challenging waves, I think, right here. Now we are killing stuff pretty fast, so that's nice, but just get him slowed. I don't know if I can assassinate any of this stuff, so it's one of those things. Now we do have one riposte discipline. Deflection won't do anything, and we have leech curves. Kind of weasel our way through some of this stuff because, you know, once we kill this, right, all these mobs plus the 2 there, that's this video. So if I have to AFK for a little bit to get some disciplines back, I will, but definitely hoping I don't have to. Now I slowed the boar and I switched over to this guy, the ogre. So I want to get him slowed as soon as possible. He's not slowed yet. So let's see if we can get Cloud on there. Oh, he's immune, I think. Never mind. Just get him burned down. There we go. Now, I can't remember if these waves drop loot or not. I don't think you get one from every pair. So we'll see how this goes. There we go. Now, if you do die, I mean, like, I don't think any of the stuff despawns, so you can just come back and kill it ad nauseum. I've never really had too much issues here, but I'm not saying that I've you know, 100% one-shot this stuff on every attempt, right? I've died on these trials before. There we go. These aren't too bad. I say that as I start taking more damage. Not being able to get the life tap off sucks. Wish the life taps were like instant or 1 second, since they do have a recast time. That's how they eventually become online, right? Like all the Shadow Knight life taps of any kind of use are near instant. Go. Now I've decided what I'm going to do as a second kind of series. Like, so this one ends at Quorum, right? We kill Quorum, we're done. There's gonna be like a 2-week period before this True Soul Self-Found comes out. I am gonna be doing a live series as a kind of a secondary series, I guess. I was gonna do Tawani and continue her, but kind of still figuring that out. But I think I have it planned. I gotta write up a little bit more. We'll do an intro video and stuff like that. My wife will be gone for a week, so I'll probably be able to generate a lot of videos. She's taking the kids to New York, and I am going to stay here with my dogs because I don't want to pay $3,000 for a week of boarding. And yeah, there we go. There's one. Perfect. Get this guy down here. Now, hopefully I'm able to, because she'll be gone when the Soul Self-Found launches, right? So I should be able to create a lot of videos for the early access and get on a normal schedule, right? At this point in time, I am like literally one day ahead of videos, and it's not the way I want to do things. So go. I wish these things were assassinatable, but I guess not, because they are red. But ideally, I want to get back to produce some more videos. I know I've been slacking, doing some OpenGL and Vulkan stuff, trying to build a voxel game engine. It's getting there. It's just not. It's not as what I want yet. I have it, like I have an art style in my head of what I'm trying to create, and it is proving more challenging than I'd like at the moment. But I want to focus more on making videos for a little bit, just take a break from that. Now, one thing I've been thinking about is I do have a second and a third channel that I don't do anything with, but I'm thinking about putting some videos on the hammackj dev channel that I made for, I don't know why I made it, but I made it because I was originally going to make tutorials, and I don't feel like putting that kind of, like, programming tutorials and stuff like that. I don't feel like that content will get any kind of reception if I put it here on this channel. Like, tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm just not 100% sure. But I would like to go through showing people how to do some OpenGL and Vulkan stuff that I've learned, and some of the stuff, because I'm addicted to Reddit. I read Reddit a lot, and I see a lot of the same questions over and over again. And I can answer those questions in video form to kind of help some people out. I keep just seeing the exact same questions. They're like, what to do in certain situations and stuff like that. And I'd like to, do a series on building game mechanics. Not like building a full game, but like a mechanic. Like, let's take a look at like this game we're playing right now, Everquest. One mechanic would be auto attack, right? You don't even need graphics for that. that's just setting something up, right? I'd like to show how, like, conceptual theory and stuff behind a lot of this stuff. I'm building a hotbar, and how all that works. So something like that is something I'm truly thinking about making. I just don't know how receptive that would be on the on this channel, the main channel that I have here, the hammackj channel, or if I should just keep it on a separate channel. It'll be called hammackj dev. It's already made. So I haven't decided that, but once I do, gonna plan a little bit more. I'm putting way more effort into the videos. These are all the videos I do on this, you know, they're all one-shot videos, right? I cut out stuff, you know, that's boring to me. But if I'm talking, I usually leave it in unless I'm rambling, and then I'll cut some of that stuff out. But for the most part, everything that I do here is real time. I don't, unless I'm farming something. Yeah, obviously that's, you know, that's a different story. But it's, you know, pretty much I start recording and then I play the game for an hour and something, right? Whereas I want to try to do more, you know, scripted, more, at least an outline. Like, I rarely outline my videos. Like, it's, you know, it's like, all right, this is the quest I'm gonna do, and then whatever happens in that quest, you know, in that time period is what happens. You know, like I'll have no idea what's gonna happen before it's recorded, and I think scripting, you know, the stuff a little bit might, you know, might work out pretty well. I truly don't know at all how receptive that would be for, you know, that kind of content on this channel or stuff like that. So I have I call it a course plan, but I'm not going to sell courses on Udemy or anything like that. I just want to make a video series. I don't want to deal with people, but definitely something that I think would be at least useful, and something I could, you know, create for that. There we go. Is there like another guy there? Yeah, there is. It's hard to see with my blob and his blob. You know, it's just whatever. Alright. There was another ancestor. Hey, let's grab that one and that one. There we go. These dots don't seem to be landed very well. We're not like taking any damage. This is crazy. Like this is absolutely crazy. Let's get that disease cleared. I just noticed. When I did this with my paladin, he was getting absolutely chunked by, I think it's these boars are the hard ones. Like, I think it's the boars and these ogres, right? But for the most part, yeah, like you see there, we're taking a huge hit there. There, I'm gonna counterattack, I think. Yeah, let's just do that. Get these guys all lined up. There we go. But got a lot of ideas, and it's kind of the direction I want to go. Jeez, I'm dying. That is crazy. All right, can I click this while I'm FD? No. I still died. All right, let's run back real quick. But yeah, it's definitely definitely should have waited a few minutes on that. Let's see, where are we at here? So let's get our skeleton illusion. Right there. All right, then we can click everything else while we're running. Planes of time. Travel to expedition. I can't believe I died to that even after. All right, let's hail this guy. Teleport me to phase 3. Oh goodness, that's not totally dick. Oh gosh, all right, that's new. I didn't know you could teleport directly to this spot. That is cool. So when I do die, this is all I do is I go through all these buffs and I just click them. Like, it's all the only buffs I have to redo, which is really nice because I don't think I lost anything else. Let's get poison on. Poison might have been down that whole time too. There we go, and boom. I think we're missing something, but I don't know what it is. I don't think we need to worry about Yeah, they have a huge aggro range. I don't think we need to worry about 4 of these guys, but who knows? Let's see here. My familiar still around? Yeah, still the familiar buff. There we go. Awesome. It's looking good. These guys they're not too hard, but obviously they, 8 of them at once can beat through your defenses. Alright, we got another one. So I think we can slow the boar. Yep. And then this guy's not going to be slowable. Let's go ahead and dot him up, though. There. Got Epic on there. Did we land slow? I think we did. Nice, he is slow. Man. Alright, that's the last ore pack. Which is good, because I'm kinda... These ones are hard. And now I think it's just Undead and Dark Elves. whatever those spawn, I can't remember. Yeah. Now these ones, some of these are like, I want to think they're assassinatable, like the Assassin of Hate right here. They're yellow. But I think they're too high to be, for me to actually assassinate. There we go. Perfect. That was weird. Summon me. I don't like that at all. Alright. Yeah, too bad you can't assassinate these guys. I wish they would up the cap a little bit. Oh, that's a minion. We got elemental leather pants. Alright, these bosses shouldn't be too difficult. Let's redot her up real quick. I missed 2 dots on her. There we go, switch to him. He's immune to slow, so have to worry about that. And that is all the dots except for the bone, I guess. Alright, right into a pile of Undead. Vampire Curse, Bond of Death. Alright, let's switch to life taps for a second here. Don't want to get hit in the back. I think the hobgoblins can backstab. Or it's just my imagination. There we go. And we got protective sleeves, which are kind of nice, right? Stun resist and everything. Like 36 spell damage is pretty nice. We obviously can't use these, so that's unfortunate. I don't know why, but can't. There we go. Let's get that one dotted up. And then there's gonna be 2 more bosses there, and then another wave, and then the last 2 bosses, plus 2 more bosses after that. It's gonna be fun. Alright, he's slowed. Now these guys, if you are paladin, they just like absolutely die. It's just hilarious how fast these things die with Slay Undead. Which actually makes this it's kind of fun. Is that a slow? No. Yeah, I don't think that matters. There we go. Perfect. Got a Cloak of Wishes, which I think is actually a really nice cloak. Never mind, this isn't the one I was thinking about. There's a Bard cloak that drops somewhere here, somewhere in this expansion. That gives you Harmonize, which is really good. This is obviously a nice cloak, but 30 spell damage. I don't think it's going to be an upgrade over the one we already have. There we go. It's just, health is going down too fast. Life taps are not. Oh my god, they're interrupted. Oh my gosh. It's terrible. Oh man. Alright, we're gonna torpor. Alright, let's break for a second here. Son of a bitch. It summoned me, and then Leech Touch doesn't even heal me to full. There you go. You gonna forget about me for a second? Jeez. Just let Torpor tick for 1 or 2 ticks, right? I don't know even what's over there they're fighting. Like, what's he? Oh, they're just like doing something. I don't know. Jeez, that was a lot of damage. So we're at 40. I'm going to stand up escape. Didn't do anything. Oh man. I think we're fine now. There we go. We got to kill that. That helped out. There we go. Looking pretty good. And the final one, jeez. Oh god, there's another one here. Didn't even see it. It's like, I guess we have, the one of them is a minion. Guess I can't slow yet. There we go, Mallow. Alright, he's slowed. And we got Bonded Death on him, so that's good. Try to get the rest of our dots. Throw Epic on there. Is it just me or is this guy like chunking me down? Alright, Torpor. There we go. Man, if this trash is giving us this much like damage, like we're gonna be in dire straits when we get into the next tier here. There we go, and let's just throw some dots on here to get this guy down. No loot. Alright. So, once you kill all that junk, and you still want to go on, we can pull the Avatar of Elements, and I think he's slowed, right? He's slowed. And then he comes with a friend. You can split them. You can. You truly can split them. But, you know, you don't need to. These don't have any mechanics that I'm aware of. It's just a matter of dotting them up and waiting. I'm going to throw on a Torpor just for that extra healing. And we're going to dot this guy up too. Now, these guys, I believe each drop loot, but I can't remember. So, I'll find out here in a second. But, let's see if we can get the bone on here. Nope. No bone for you. Let's try that again. There we go, got it. With Mallow. Let's Mallow this guy. And throw another bone on there. Nope, no work. Alright, let's redo our dots because they're wearing off. And then 6, 7. Okay, this one is about to die, so that's good. Guess the other one wasn't slowed. I didn't see slow on him when I looked. Perfect. Now, I say Quorum is the last video for this, you know, guy, but also I forgot about Saru, so we're gonna go do that at some point. But like I might have to they might not come out immediately, right? Like I think right now it's planned for Tuesday, from today, Tuesday from today. But if we can't kill him, we can't kill him, right? Like I'll have to farm all these gods again and see where do we get from there. So keep that in mind when I say that. All right, we got a shield that might be decent, and we got a Cloak of Wishes, another one of those. Oh no, we got this one here, this Shoulders of Purity, which we can't use. All right, So there we go. That is the boring part of Plane of Time. Next up, in the next video, we're going to do the gods. In theory, I plan on doing all 8 gods in one video. But if we hit a wall or something else, then obviously we won't. But thank you very much for watching. And please have a fantastic day.